What's going on, guys? Caleb here with Driven Media. We got Kyle behind the camera today. Don't worry, I'll get a selfie of him when we're driving it later so you guys can see his beautiful mug. Today we got a 92 Dodge South RT all-wheel drive, twin turbo, 5-speed manual. This car is surprisingly fun to drive. It's got 32,000 original miles, and we want to thank Platinum Motors for letting us take this car out and shoot it for a little bit. These cars came from factory with 300 horsepower and 305 foot-pounds of torque, which is pretty impressive for a 1992. I mean, that's equivalent to today's standards. That's about as fast as a 2018 EcoBoost Mustang. Obviously not a GT Mustang, but you get what I'm saying. So 300 horsepower back in 92, she was shredding. It is basically a Mitsubishi 3000 GT, just this one's like the ugly stepbrother. It is. They're hideous, but in a good way. They're hideous in a good way. The cars come standard with CD player, so top of line stuff back in 92. Get inside the vehicle. I'll bring the camera around. You get all the luxuries: CD player, cassette player, sport mode, and touring mode. You got yourself a nice little boost gauge, which is pretty cool actually. Something steering wheel mounted controls for the radio, which I've never seen a car in the 90s with that until now. So a lot of people ask that come through the lot, because I work for Platinum Motors, why these cars have these louvers on the hood. Well, actually, they have the louvers on the hood because the strut towers are so tall they didn't clear. So what Dodge and Mitsubishi did was they cut these out of the hood and bolted in plastic ones, which is kind of weird, but it gives it a unique look. And one of my favorite things about this car, because you know, 90s, you got pop-up headlights. It's like the best thing ever. If that ever came back to public, I'd buy one. As you can see, this video is going to be chopped together pretty good because it is hot and we're trying to piece this together really well. But, like I said, this car does have 300 horsepower, which is really fast for a 1992. The cool thing about it is all-wheel drive. It's very sleek for a reason. Basically, Chrysler and Mitsubishi were making rocks fly because this thing weighs 4,500 pounds. So, it has a drag coefficient of 0.33, which is very sleek considering everything in the, early 90s, late 80s were boxes. I mean, it even has side louvers, if you guys can see this, to redirect airflow to the rear spoiler, just to put more downforce on the rear wheels. So we got people, but that's okay. Hi guys. So we are actually about to take the car for a spin. We'll be in the car. Maybe I'll have Kyle's face in the camera this time so you guys can see him. We're actually about to go on a drive. Fire's right up. Turn the radio off. Fuck, figure out how to do it.
There goes the antenna.
There goes the antenna. AC is ice cold in this thing. We're going to keep the windows down because we're just cruising and it's hot. Nope. Oh, gas light's on, so we're probably going to have to put gas in this too. But I want to launch it so bad. But I also don't want to break it because it is stock. It is a bone stock 92.
31,000 miles.
31,000 miles. But it does corner like a dream. Like, oh yeah. I bet you if you had this thing on a track, this thing would be a blast to drive. And these cars do go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, which is super impressive for 1992. And it does make boost noises. Yeah, we were going 15 miles per hour. So, always do the speed limit, guys. We're probably gonna pause the video real quick, go into it when we get on the freeway. Still my favorite thing on this car.
Hello.
One of these days I'm gonna miss a gear and we're gonna get it on film, but that's not gonna be today. handles so good. Honestly, for what it is. It's a fun car. Chrysler had it right. Mitsubishi, let me rephrase that. Mitsubishi had it right. Because these cars were imported over. And it's a shame because Mitsubishi doesn't make anything good now. Everything is so boring and slow. They killed off their last fun car. And it's sad. They brought back the Eclipse. Well, I should say they brought back the Eclipse name. Nothing's just a giant turd. We need the old Mitsubishi back. Fun than a Type R. Hop in.
Alright.
This car, guys, the horn's a little lame. Don't want to get hit. This car is a blast to drive. Like, it handles so good for what it is. Even though she is a little floaty, but you gotta remember this thing does weigh 4,500 pounds. But man, is this thing fun to drive. The last video I posted, I told you guys I got to take the Type R to a car show. And this thing, I think in my personal opinion, is more fun than that Type R. It is just a fun car. Probably because all-wheel drive. But this thing is great. There's Kyle, everybody. And there's the Type R in there. So that is our little teensy weensy review on the 92 Dodge Stealth RT all-wheel drive twin turbo. That is a fun car to drive. I thoroughly enjoy it more than the Type R. Not saying the Type R is a bad car, but the Stealth, they should bring it back and make it cool again. But they'll probably ruin it, just like most manufacturers ruin everything when they bring them back. So, but yeah, until next time, guys, thank you.